Hey everyone, I'm Julian from Surf Pirates, and today we have the opportunity to talk to Ewan from Nash Kiteboarding about something that I'm really excited about, the new Nash Psycho without a Lula. Hi Ewan.
How's it going? Nice to be here.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
Why have you decided to bring out the Psycho without the Alula?
So originally we brought the Psycho out in Alula because we wanted a high performance big air kite, and we thought, let's go all in, first try, make it out of the best materials and make it really high performance. And instantly, you know, the feedback was great.
Yeah.
But comes with the price tag.
Exactly.
So a lot of people, you know, I'd say most people don't want to be spending so much on the Alula kites.
Yeah.
And if you do want the pinnacle, that's where it's at. But we wanted to bring the Psycho in what we're calling now Q series, so that majority of people are able to kind of get that high performance big air at a more reasonable price. So Q series is what we're labeling all of our products, because you know we have the Envision series, which is the top line stuff, and we needed to create a term or a category for regular standard products, which we don't see as regular. They're always a Nash high quality build with the best materials, so we call them Q series, which is our quality series. Awesome. And that's where this fits in.
Perfect. So one question already got answered. Who is this kite for? So
big air riders. Basically the Psycho is, if you ride a twin tip, or the few people that maybe ride a surfboard and do big air, or a foil, any of the big air categories, if that's what you want to do, this is the kite. So it's pretty clear. We've done a bit of work in the last year or two really defining where each kite sits in the lineup, so that it's quite clear when you're a customer what kite you should get. So if what you want to do is big air, this is your kite. If you're someone that loves doing some big air, but they want to ride lighter winds on a foil and a surfboard and stuff, then the Pivot is your kite of choice. And if you're someone that has no interest in big air really, but wants to do all the other more free-ridey stuff, like surf, foil, and just cruise around on the twin tip, then the Triad's there for you.
Yeah, perfect. Really easy to understand, so you know what you want to get.
Exactly.
Yeah. Did you have to do lots of changes because you came from the Alula material to make that kite without Alula?
For sure. It's obviously this is our first time going backwards from Alula to Dacron. So we did have, you know, the principles of what you need to do, which is the diameter of the leading edge needs to get bigger, because the Dacron material is not as stiff as Alula. We have an extra bridle point on the kite rather than compared to Alula, so it's 6 point per side rather than 5. And a bunch of things with profiles, a lot of things which you have an idea, as I say, of what to do. But depending on the size and the style of kite and everything, you still need to fine tune it all and prototype and test this or that. There's no exact equation that you can just put in and scale it to a Dacron kite. There's still a lot of work goes into that. And again, obviously the Envision kite came out about a year ago. So we've had time to, you know, work on this kite to get it to a place where I feel like you're almost getting that Envision performance. Some people, you know, prefer the feeling of Dacron kites than Alula kites. It's definitely a different feel. So yeah, we're really stoked with how this has come out, and I'm sure you'll see plenty of the team riders choosing to ride this kite as well.
Awesome.
So yeah.
So actually another question that I would have, where's the biggest difference when you have both kites next to each other? Where's the difference that you feel the most? Is it bar pressure or?
Yeah, the Alula's a slightly stiffer material, so you're going to get that slightly stiffer feel. The Alula kite's obviously lighter, so it's going to kind of have a better range, I would say. The smaller diameter leading edge, so it drives forward a bit better. But we've really worked on this one through bridling to, like, you know, try and hit close to that forward drive and all that. In general, the Alula will feel slightly more responsive, just again the stiffness. But we have used a Dacron on the Psycho that is a stiffer Tahitian Dacron than our usual Dacron we use on our kites. So a more ripstops and a stiffer Dacron that gives you a little bit more responsiveness and structure in the kite in the top end especially.
Alright. Yeah, I'm really excited. You told us we can keep it for a week when we're here, and I really want to try that one. I also have the 7-meter Psycho Envision here, so we can definitely
It'd be great
make
to go back to back.
Yeah, exactly. So where would you see the Psycho generally in the big air world?
So the Psycho, where we went is basically we wanted a kite that gives you confidence and trust. It's a kite that has a lot of lift and a lot of time in the air, which is kind of what you want, especially for, you know, the intermediate rider who wants to push their big air. The Psycho gives you so much confidence. It's funny that the name, the way we want to like push the name is it allows you to feel like a Psycho really easily. So like someone who's, you know, not like a pro rider that's got no fear and they're 18 years old and they want to go out and double loop, they want the fastest, most twitchy kite. That kite makes most people feel the opposite of a Psycho. They're just scared. They don't want to do anything.
No, not in control.
Yeah, not in control. Whereas this kite allows you to go out and jump bigger than you've jumped before because you feel confident. You've got so much lift on the down loops on the way down. You've got a really nice, the 5-strut kind of higher aspect kite really gives you that confidence to always land softly, really get floaty jumps, a really like easy to time jump as well. It's not like some of the other big air kites we've tested a lot before, you know, in the lead up to building this kite. We tested a lot of kites and some of them, sure, for the podium guys, great kites and they're really fast, really responsive, but you get a normal rider on it and it makes their level drop because they just don't feel confident they can. And half their takeoffs they misfire because the kite is so fast and aggressive.
It's super easy to jump with the Psycho.
Exactly, so almost every single jump, if you get a bad takeoff, a bad gust, you just sheet in and you still go up. Like,
and pretty vertical without too much technique.
Exactly. So
really
that's I think the main feature of the Psycho that I love as well. It gives me confidence when I don't ride a lot of big air for a while. And I get back on this first, second jump, I'm like, oh, like this feels like an extension, like it's easy. So,
it does what it has to do.
Exactly. So I think that's really the best thing about the kite. And you'll get that from both models, obviously. That's the design philosophy behind the Envision and the Q Series.
It definitely works. For sure. Thank you, Ewan, for talking everything about the new Psycho. If you have any questions or would like to know anything else, just get in touch with us, write a comment under this video or send us an email, visit our shop. We are there for you. Talk to you later.
Cheers.